Okay, welcome everybody to the Middlebrook School, Booth Hill School Roof Building Committee meeting. I'm calling the meeting to order at 7:34 p.m. Eastern Time. Let's begin with a Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, thanks everybody. Barbara, would you call the roll, please?
Yes. Patricia Borgeson,
Here.
Joanne Glasser Orenstein,
Here.
Tony Sinto,
Here.
Joy Cologne,
Here.
Lynn Salta,
Here.
Chris Bandecki.
Here.
Mr. Ward is not coming, and I do not see Steve Cahill.
Okay, he was not positive he could do it, but he thought he could, but we do have a quorum, so we can move forward. So I would like a motion to approve the minutes of the meeting of July 17th.
I'll make the motion to approve the minutes of July 17th.
Okay, do we have a second?
Lynn Salta, second.
Thank you. Can we approve them by unanimous consent?
I'll have to abstain as I wasn't there.
Okay. Does that mean I call the roll, Barbara? Or you call the roll?
No, I think you can just take that.
Okay.
This is Chris Bandecki. I also have to abstain.
Okay. Great. Okay. All right, then I'd like a motion to approve the minutes of the meeting of August 7th. That was when we gathered and we didn't have a quorum, but we did have discussions about the roof project.
I'll make the motion to approve.
Thank you.
Joanne.
Okay. Can I get a second? Can I get a second, please?
Even if you weren't present, you can second the motion. Just
Well, as long as you're sure of that, I'll second.
Okay. All right, so all those in favor. Actually, okay, could we do this by unanimous consent? I realize several of you weren't here.
Then yes.
So,
Okay, Barbara, that's okay if we have
so
one.
Joy, Tony, and Chris.
Correct, we're not,
Must
they would
abstain.
be abstaining.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Okay. Okay, Maria, we're gonna move on to the Booth Hill roof project now. Maria, I was just gonna ask you if you could do a summary review of the financial report that was included with these.
Sure. So the Booth Hill roof replacement, the total budget and POs were $1,840,000. Payments to date were $678,086.25, and we have purchase orders for $1,031,068.75, and that leaves a balance of $130,845 that's not committed to anything right now.
Okay, thank you very much. Does anyone have any questions for Maria? Okay, we're going to move on then. Update on the project. Paul, could you bring us up to date?
Yes, I believe they're working on the metal fascia around the perimeter of the building.
Right.
The actual roofing system itself is substantially complete. So
Okay.
it's just the metal fascia that is being worked on, and at this point, that's probably close to being complete as well.
Okay, so it looks like all would be done and pretty much and cleaned up before start of school.
Yeah, there'll be, we'll have to do a punch list, review. And then there might be some, minor items that need to be addressed, but that could probably be done, even while school's in session
Okay,
or after school if
okay,
necessary.
thank you. Does anyone have any questions for Paul? Okay, then we will move on. Then the next item on our agenda is approval of the Silktown invoice. This is for the amount of $648,873.75. And if someone has the invoice in front of them, if they would like to, or Paul, you could chip in and talk about how the expense was broken down.
Yeah, I don't have it in front of me right now, but they've invoiced for work at this point, which is substantially less than the work that they've actually completed. So I'm not concerned that they're being overpaid by any means.
Okay. I did review some of the details of the invoice at the last meeting, and they are in the minutes. Does anyone have additional questions at this point? If not, I'd like to call for a motion to approve.
I'll make that motion to approve Silktown invoice in the amount of $648,873.75. Correct?
Okay, can I get a second, please?
Malone.
Thank you. Okay, can we approve this by unanimous consent?
Sure.
Okay, sounds good.
Yes.
Okay, then our next order of business, I'm going to ask us, we have an invoice from Antonazzi Associates. The number on the invoice is 9718444605. The amount is for $4,130, and I believe it's for construction administration. Can I have a motion to approve, and then we can discuss?
I'll make the motion to approve Antonazzi's invoice in the amount of $4,130.
Okay, can I get a second, please?
Lynn Salter,
Second.
second.
Okay.
Sorry, Lynn.
Are there questions about this?
Oh, Pat, I had a question.
Yes,
This is the same amount that we discussed at the last meeting, right?
correct.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes. Yeah. Are there additional questions? Further discussion? Okay, if not, can we approve this by unanimous consent?
Yeah.
Okay, sounds great. So on this agenda, that was not on the last agenda, although we had discussion about it, are several change orders. And what I'm going to do, if it's okay with you, is I'm going to, Barbara, do we have to approve them one by one? Yes,
I
okay.
think you should, yes.
Okay, I'm going to introduce them then one by one, and I'm going to ask for a motion. So the first one is a credit of $5,488.87. That's change order one. And Paul Lisi, could you address what that credit is from?
Yes, I explained a little bit of that at the last meeting. Basically, we had specified an insulation that was a high density, high PSI. However, we also have a cover board on the project. So it was basically like belts and suspenders. The cover
Yeah.
board is adequate. So there really wasn't a need necessarily for the high density insulation. So we accepted the credit for that.
Okay, can I get a motion to approve this change order, please? Change order number one.
Lynn
Motion
Salt-
to approve. Sorry, Lynn.
Oh, go ahead. Who's that?
No, that's
Joy.
okay. It's all you. I'll second you.
Oh, Lynn Salter make a motion to approve the change order for 5,000. Pat,
Yes, 5,488.87.
thank you.
Second, Joy Cologne.
Okay, thank you. Can we approve that by unanimous consent?
Yes.
Excellent. Okay, I'm going to introduce the next change order referred to as number 4. And it had to do with a conduit in the roof. It's for the amount of $14,657.72. Can I get a motion, please? To approve?
I'll make a motion to approve change order 4.
Okay, and can I get a second, please?
I'll second that motion. Lynn Salter.
Thank you. Thank you. Discussion. Paul, do you want to just briefly describe?
Yes, so this was for, there was actually underneath the roofing system, they ran electrical wiring and conduits, which is, typically not found. You shouldn't be running conduits, on top of the roof or even hidden under the roof. So, they encountered this and they had to quickly remove it, and then they actually had an electrician reroute it inside the building.
Okay. Okay, are there any other questions for Paul on this change order? Okay, can we pass this by unanimous consent?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
The next change order that I am going to reference is change order number 5. And these refer to beams in roofs R7. It's for the amount of 8,000, correct me if I'm wrong, Barbara, $8,390.76.
Yes.
Okay. Can I have a motion, please, to approve?
I'll make the motion.
Okay. And can I get a second?
Tony will second it.
Thank you very much, Tony.
So I'm having trouble finding the mute button here.
Okay. Okay. Paul, a summary discussion of this, please.
Yes, this one, number
Description.
5 and number 6 are similar, and
Yes.
they're related to, there's 2 very large skylights, if you're familiar with the building. They're like octagon shape. And in those 2 locations, as they were doing the removal of the existing roof, they encountered structural steel beams that were actually above the level of the roof deck. And so that required some reconfiguration of the insulation and the way that the water was sloping. So that, you'll notice that when we get to number 6, but you'll see that the number 6 is only 1,561 because once they encountered it the first time, they were prepared and the labor was much less on the second one because they didn't have to scramble, to keep the project moving. So it was an unforeseen condition of, having these beams being protruding up above the deck of the roof.
Okay. Does anyone have any further questions for Paul or about this topic? Okay, can we approve this by unanimous consent? All right.
Yes.
The final change order I'll bring to you is change order number 6. Once again, beams in the roof, and the location this time is R11. The amount is $1,561.13. I'd like a motion to approve this change order, please.
I'll make the motion to approve change order 6.
Thank you very much. Can I get a second?
Lynn Salter, I'll second it.
Thank you very much. Okay, do we need further discussion on this, or is this something we can move along? Okay, can we approve this by unanimous consent?
Yes.
Excellent, great. Okay, so the total of the change orders is $19,120.73. And this will go against what line item in the financial report, Maria? It will just go on the project,
Sorry,
right?
my
Just the
dog
way
is
the
barking.
Silktown invoice.
So
has-
what vendor, I didn't have the backup for those change orders. What vendor was that for?
It's Silktown.
Silton. So we'll be part of the project B6078,
Okay, fine.
and it's the account. You need the full account number?
Nope.
Okay,
Nope. When I get back, Maria, I will sign the invoices and bring them into you. Okay.
excellent. And you'll have the change orders as well.
Yes, I believe so.
Okay.
All right. Okay, so that concludes, I would say, the major part of our meeting. Does anyone have any further questions, or is there anything that you would like to discuss in addition to what's been on the agenda? Any new business? Okay, well, then we should try to think about a next meeting date, because as Paul mentioned, there'll probably be a punch list and there might be some other invoices. So this would have to be in September. So typically we've been meeting
Hey, Pat, can
on
I
a
ask a question?
Wednesday.
Hey, Pat, it's Tony. I'm sorry to interrupt you. Can I
Yeah.
just ask Paul a quick question,
Of course.
if you don't
Sure.
mind? Hey,
Sure.
Paul, I joined a couple minutes late. You guys might have already answered this question. Is this, how much work does, it's ready to go for school? And the school's ready to go?
Yes,
All the work's
the
done.
building
They
is
just gotta-
watertight and there isn't really any major construction going on. They're just,
Passed
doing,
the rain test, passed the rain test over the weekend?
yeah.
That's supposed to be a joke, Paul.
Yeah, I figured that.
The monsoon over the weekend, it passed.
Oh, my goodness.
So it just, so you just got a couple punch list things left, that's it?
Yeah,
Are you
well,
done, done?
we haven't done the punch list inspection yet.
Okay, all right, but it's
Yeah.
ready for school though.
Yeah, yes.
All right,
Yeah.
super. Sorry, guys, if you guys already heard that before.
No problem,
No,
Tony,
that's
no
good.
problem.
Okay,
So-
thanks.
Okay, so I was gonna propose that maybe we have a meeting on September 11th, which is the second Wednesday. And if that isn't good, then if we go to the following week, I would have to do it Tuesday, like the 17th. So what are your thoughts on, oh, I hate to do it on September 11th. That's the anniversary.
September 11th is a Wednesday.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
So
For
I could
either, of
probably,
tho- for either of those meetings, I am not here. My daughter
okay.
having a baby sometime around that time, and we are
Oh, very
down in
exciting.
Gaithersburg watching her almost 3-year-old son. So
Okay.
if you do
All
it
right.
by Zoom, I can do it, but I can't be.
Okay, all right. Okay, well, what about the 12th or the 17th? Which is better for people?
For me, the 17th is better.
Okay, I'm gonna put down September 17th. And let's see,
I'm sorry I'm a pain in the butt, but I'm not free on September 17th.
okay. So I was counting on you to be the clerk if Barbara wasn't here, but maybe we'll do it on Zoom. Can we just, that's what the date we have right now, and I'll confirm and get back to you how we're doing the meeting.
Which date?
The 17th, I was suggesting.
Okay.
You can't make it, but Tony can make it. Could Lynn
Oh,
make
wait.
it?
No, I can't do the 17th.
Okay, Lynn can make it. Joy, can you make it? Tuesday, the 17th?
I might be questionable. I teach religious education on Tuesday nights. So
Right.
we might be done by 7. I can try to finagle some
The
things.
meeting's
but
at
if-
7:30.
If you do Zoom, that would be amazing.
Okay. Chris Bendecki. Is that a
I could
Board
be,
of Ed
I could
meeting?
be available. Yeah, Zoom would be easier, but I could be available. Yes.
Okay, great.
I'm gonna
Okay.
second or third the Zoom request because I may be.
Okay, I'm hearing everybody loud and clear. Okay. I think we're doing Zoom. All right,
I can't even do it on Zoom.
all right. Okay,
Sorry.
well, we would just have to, we'll try for the 17th.
Fill me in.
Yes, exactly. I think it's really going to be a few details, but okay, that's great. Thanks, everybody. I need a motion to adjourn.
I'll make the motion to adjourn.
Thank you
Second.
very much. And a second,
Second.
thank you. And thanks very much. It's not quite a record. I think it was 24 minutes, but you know, anyhow, I like to be efficient with these. Okay.
Have fun, Pat.
Listen.
Have fun.
Thank you.
Have
Have a good
Thanks. Nice
time.
to see
Good night,
everybody.
Have a good
everyone.
night.